Put on your game face, fellas. We might be live. I don't. Oh, Jesus, we are. Man, you couldn't believe what
I wasn't
Abe
even
just said
paying
about
attention.
Hayden.
I wasn't either. Oh
I
man,
wasn't even paying attention.
Chuck was three knuckles deep, and Ape wasn't paying attention. It's like herding cats over here.
you almost got me showing our new stuff out there to everybody without time to. It wasn't time to do it yet.
We were working on prototyping meetings before the show today.
Yeah.
We don't all just sit around and play poker randomly every week. We are always these two. I'm probably going to point the wrong directions. I can't get that finger to go that way.
You usually do.
God damn it. Sorry. These two guys always coming up with some new scheme to make a new antenna. Chuck, how's it going this morning? Go ahead, Ape.
We got this WC custom leather. How you doing, brother? He said when no one has a theme, this is a go-to. Yeah, we got a list of ideas that's longer than Bigfoot's crank. All right, I'm just saying it. And the reality is, the reality is that when we don't have a theme, it's an ask me anything, right? Like all the other YouTubers do as well, right? Ask me anything, ask me questions. What we're trying to do is have some fun. And when we weren't doing the FT-8 poker stuff, people were getting grief about not doing the FT-8 poker. Yeah. And so we wanted to provide that, right? The other one is that we're trying to grow the Frequency Frenzy channel because we have ideas for other games that we want to do. But producing the games is an effort. It takes time and it takes money and it takes resources. So we want to grow this channel to help with that. And that's why we're doing it. So sorry that you don't like the idea there, CO.
Yeah.
That's my rant for the day.
That's his rant for the day.
That's his rant for the day. And I'm like,
Well,
okay.
I put
Watch
a video
or don't
out the
watch.
other
We love
day,
you all.
you guys, on the fishing pole holder thing for putting up your mast because I don't like guying if I don't have to. Like I'll throw it in a tree if I can, but sometimes throwing a tree, depending on what kind of antenna you're putting up, how many branches are off the tree, kind of affect what you're doing. I like to get my antenna out in the open, so that thing's done really well. And
I think we took that out of context, Ape.
Well, then my most sincere and humble of apologies.
Well, no,
Yes.
I mean, no.
But you did get his dander up.
You got his dander up. Well, actually, mine was a little too. It was just the way we took the comment, and it's like, well, not
But you
every day
guys-
can be awesome. Next week we're going to invent a hyperspace radio using quantum physics. So just y'all calm down.
But to finish my statement, that
Sorry.
if you guys that have the new Gigaparts mast, even though it is carbon fiber, I am getting measurements from Digital Rancher on that to see if it will fit. Also, I'm pretty sure it'll fit because I think it's pretty dang
All
close
these
to
carbon
the-
fiber masts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I need a 27 8-foot fiberglass mast for the Poseidon. That's small and portable.
I don't care.
That video did really well.
Fiberglass works just fine for.
Fiberglass is heavy, right? So I get that if
It is
you
heavy.
are
Okay.
doing
Okay.
legit soda activities, where you're climbing, where you're climbing at some serious elevation, that it matters. But if you're doing a drive up POTA, hell, most of the people are POTAing from their car. You know what I mean? And so does it really matter? Does it really matter that much?
And one guy did say that one or two guys said that they have a problem with they won't let them put spikes in the ground, which I think is ridiculous. I mean, they don't do that shit
I've
here in
heard
California.
that more than once.
I think you want options, right?
But-
So sometimes you want to use a tripod, sometimes you want to use a mast, sometimes you want to use a
So I'm
ground
coming up
spike.
with something else for that. So we'll see what happens. For the
Yeah,
guys that
I think it
can't
really
use
is that
spikes.
you want options is the thing.
And the one guy did get back to me because I said, well, most of the places I do are the forest or places where there's campsites. And he goes, well, yeah, 10, so you're going to put spikes in the ground. I go, yeah, I mean, what's the difference, right? If you go to a campground, they let you put spikes in the ground. I mean, the only thing I can see that you're hurting is maybe a sprinkler system. And if they didn't put it in deep enough, that's their fault.
Hey, Wild
I mean,
Bill.
we're talking only six inches or so,
I didn't know that old Wild Bill here was so prolific
6 inches,
in
Chuck?
the CW space.
Yeah, 6 inches.
So I've
He
been
is,
watching,
man.
just trying to
He's a
learn the code. I've been watching a lot of CW videos.
Yeah.
And here's what I
When does our
hate
first
about
one
it.
start here, guys? I forget. We got 4 minutes. Okay, 5 minutes.
Every single CW video is centered around a key that is this freaking big, this super teeny tiny antenna operating with 2 watts. Like they want you to take your entire station and be able to put it in your prison wallet, right? So that it's small, lightweight, and portable.
And that prison wallet fits where?
Right? And I'm just
Depends
like,
on if it's a new prison wallet or an older prison
right.
wallet. You know
I
what I'm
still
saying?
want high QRO. I want a key that weighs 6 or 7 pounds. You know what I mean? I don't want to go into the micro mini scene there, and that drives me bonkers.
Oh, then you're not gonna like my new stuff, huh?
Bill, hit me up in the chat or email me
Hey,
or
Evan.
something after the show or during the show. I don't care. I can't talk to you during the show, but we would like to talk to you about getting on here and talking about some CW stuff. Because you're right, I hadn't thought about Bill, but he's a big CW guy.
But it's like, hey, if you want to do CW, you need to wear skinny jeans. You need to drink soy lattes. You need an antenna system that fits into a thimble. I just don't get that whole
That
thing.
fits into a dime bag along with your radio.
Yeah.
That's for some of the other people who may not know what a prison wallet is. I'm just saying.
Ryan and Bill both showing that the Ranger has to show his power, and then Bill said he has a gun. I'm of the thing of don't ask, don't tell. If you get caught, oh, sorry. You didn't hear that from me, but
What now?
I mean,
He's talking
What's it
about when
called?
you break the rules at the park.
the park rules, man. I can't believe that's.
Oh, son, I was in
I've
the
never
military.
I've
You know
never
what the,
had
you know what the
anybody tell me
mantra
that.
of everyone in the military is, especially E4s? It's easier to get forgiveness than permission. We're not going to ask the old man if we should do this. We're just going to do it. Hail Mary. Maybe it'll work.
I mean,
maybe
don't
it
get
won't.
out there with your sledgehammer and start nailing in,
Right.
6-foot post, a big ground rod or something.
Well, the thing is
understand
you
that.
get these MCOM hams that go out there and they set up and they put like a 300-yard perimeter and red tape around their entire station. You know what I mean? And then they have the information table out there if anybody wants to join.
Right.
And set up all that stuff. I get that they think that they're doing a service, but you're probably creating a spectacle. And I get that some people need the attention. Just get a YouTube channel, and
Right.
that should cover it.
Ape and I have been working on our CW a lot, and I started working on my copying. I could send about 6 or 7 characters consistently, and I started working on my copying now. So
Well, I've got 2 letters down really good. I can do E and I can do T, and I can do both of those pretty good.
I know what those letters are. Yeah.
2 minutes, guys.
If you go slow, I mean, can you do like 5 to 7 words a minute of ease?
I do about right now. I'm at about 7 minutes per word.
Okay,
And
that's good. You're getting there. You keep going. You persevere, buddy. All right,
7
holy
minutes
crap!
a
Hang
word.
on.
Nice.
Let's check because I think this thing has started.
1 minute 43 seconds.
Yep. All right. We have 3 rounds already set up. Depending on time, we may try and squeeze in a 4th, but Ape will probably have to go pee. So we're just planning on 3.
I thought you would have asked Ziggy this morning.
All right. So if you don't know, let me share this real quick while we're getting started.
I think we might have a problem.
What's wrong?
I don't know if the premiere started. I'm going to do that while you're doing that.
Okay. If you go to frequencyfrenzy.live/rules, and I'm going to drop that in the chat right now. There it is. This will talk about how the FT-8 poker app on the backside runs. It'll show you some mind-numbing statistical information that Chris worked out this graph for.
40 seconds.
And it will show you basically how to set up as well. And of course, this is what a valid QSO is. This is using WSJTX. This gets rated by power and distance. So make sure you put your transmit power and click retain when you're playing. If you need to set things up, you can go to the help screen, and that will show you how to configure WSJTX and JTDX to transmit your QSOs to the server, because that's the only way we're going to know that you did anything.
Exactly.
And then you can go to settings, and this is on a per U basis, And you can set up whether you want to measure in the godforsaken metric system or freedom units, which is millers per bald eagle. And then your time zone and which projection of the globular Earth you would like displayed on your screen, and your call sign, yada yada. All right. So that is the basic setup. When you come to this main screen, this will turn into a carousel. By the way, go. And we will see the hands as they post.
We're not doing walk, right?
We are
I
walking.
know what?
We are
Walk-
walking.
Walk on. Walk free. I don't need no artificial rules. This ain't a contest. We're playing FT-8. It's not like the work bands are going to be overwhelmed with the extra 70 of us that are playing.
Shoot.
And all this does is make people happy. This won't get you
Right.
posted in QST. we ain't going to send you no ham paper.
And I got to tell you, so if we look at the muff map here,
Muff us up, Abe.
I'm breaking out the muff. Can you see it?
Not yet. Now we can.
If you take a look at this, so we'll just draw a line straight up through Texas. We got 10 meters from the eastern half of the U.S. into Europe, looking pretty good, into the South America, and looks like into Africa as well. So 10 meters might get you. If I pull up the propagation map, here's 10, and that looks pretty dang good. It's
Wow.
actually even reaching out into Southern California. It looks like it's going to be starting to open up. 20 is always a money band, so 20 looks pretty good. 10 obviously looks better. And then if we take a look at 40, I mean, you could do some work in there. But I think if I was playing, I would be looking at 10, 15. Let's take a look at 17. I hadn't looked at that because I didn't know we were doing work. 17 is about the same as, looks like 40 almost. And let's take a look at 12. 10, there you go. 12, 15, 12, and 10 is probably your money bands right now.
Glenn just asked what's the money band from VK to the U.S., and that would be 10.
Well, we can, let me get it back up here.
Pop 10 back up there, buddy.
Actually, I'm going to take a look at 6 because I thought 6 was, no, 6 is dismal.
East U.S. to Southern
Yeah,
Europe.
I mean, you got a little bit of 10 down there. I'm not sure where he is in VK land, but
If you're in the north
This is-
part,
this
Glenn,
is-
that's about it.
It's really weird. I've had 2 QSOs and it shows there shows them showing late.
I don't know,
Patience,
bro.
Pops.
I got
It's
China
not.
just, like,
It's not showing us
crawling
much for
over
down
me,
there.
man.
So, I was playing FT8 last night, and I pulled up the POTA app to see how many FT8 boys were out there POTA-ing. And lo and behold, some people were on 160 meters doing POTA. And I made a couple of 160 meter contacts on FT8 on a DX commander that's not even fixed for 80. So, talk about compromised. Pretty cool.
It's weird. I've had 2 contacts or 3 contacts, and I've only got 1 card.
What is
They're
the
all confirmed.
what is the
They're all
scoreboard
in
looking
China.
like?
They're all in China too.
Right now, we got Andy leading the pack with a bullet, Jay Rayleigh with the jack, Charles Thompson with an 8, Jeff with the 7, 6, 5, 4, 5, yada yada. Only 7 people in so far.
Jay saying it's really slow to report. Are you talking about PSK report, or are you talking about the frequency frenzy scoreboard?
Me? The frenzy board. It's weird. I've never had that happen before. I've never had that many contacts that fast either. So.
Andy said he did 3 contacts to get that ace. The dealer is slow. Uh-oh.
I can't fix it.
Can we do a reboot in between this game and the next one?
Yeah, we can end this and start over if you want.
No, I don't want
Let's
to do
just
that
finish it.
because it might not come back up.
Well, let me jump in the. I got to go to a new tab. I can't share the admin page with you guys.
Oh, see, now I got my second card.
Okay, so
it's
Chuck
really
is just
slow.
fussing. That's what.
No, I'm on my 4th contact.
Andy says don't restart it. He got an ace.
Yeah, don't.
Thanks,
restart
Gary.
it.
Let's see. I mean, there's The difference is when you make a sprint, I set the start time and the end
Gary
time,
knows
and
his
then
stuff.
which rule book. And I don't think there's anything I can edit.
Something's really weird.
No, there's nothing I can change while it's running.
Jim started this game. He's the one who configured it. So I'm comfortable if everybody in the chat is just blaming him for this.
Sure.
Is that what you're comfortable with? Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, while that is playing, let's talk about let's pay some bills. If
Check
you
your
are
settings,
a coffee
everybody.
drinker, if you're a coffee drinker, go to hamradios.coffee, and this is where you can pick up the coffees that we source. Morning Net, which is a breakfast blend. Private Reserve, which is what my wife and I use, and then the High Test, which is
I got that
bold
one.
dark roast, which neither
That's
one
good.
of us care for. So
It was really good.
I'm sure it is. We don't like the dark roast stuff too
You just
much.
can't handle it. You
The
can't handle it.
Private Reserve is
Truth.
delicious. So those are at hamradios.coffee, and I will drop that link in the chat. And then if you are in need of an antenna, because you watched Ape Answers this morning, bless your heart. And these
Ape
are,
Answers.
this is where you can get some pretty awesome antennas for a really damn good price here at coffeeandhamradios.com. Link in the chat. Look at that. Boom. So we have our Apollo, which is our end-fed half-wave kit. It comes with all the bits you see here, possibly more zip ties than that, because Ape loves to give away zip ties.
It depends on which antenna.
Chuck is stingy with the zips. Ape is see, that one is.
I like the
forward.
zip ties.
You like the zips. Mm-hmm. This is the Aries, which is our random wire 9-to-1 balun, and then
Look at
3
the zip
pieces
ties
of
in that
different
one.
color wire. That is zip tie forward there. And there is Chuck's build, and you know this is Chuck's build because it looks like it was
'Cause
made
it's
by a
right.
machine.
It's done right.
It's pristine. And then we have the Mercury, which is our linked dipole kit. Chuck, have the parts changed in this? We're not using these anymore, are we?
That's the ones we are using now.
That's the
They're
ones
a little
we
bit
are
easier. The little small banana plugs we were using originally, I was finding that a lot of them weren't good, and I end up putting them all together to make sure that everything works before I send the stuff. And it was a lot of extra work for me. They were a little. I like them a little better, but they're also a little hard to install. And if you didn't put the heat shrink on, they might not stay there.
And this is our latest antenna, which is the Poseidon Vertical. And this comes with everything you see here. This
I'm gonna look
is
this guy up.
our easiest build right here. This takes almost no time
Ace.
to put together. And if you're a portable operator or you don't have permanent antenna space, this is also a great build because this is easy up and easy down.
Yeah, it's super easy.
It is. I mean, I set this
It's
up
my
at
go-to
Huntsville.
for camping.
I leaned this. I have a fiberglass mast because I'm not a war criminal. And I ran this up a fiberglass mast. I leaned it in a tree outside the cabin at Huntsville and hooked it up to a Kenwood TS2000 and an 857 in my cabin and played POTA and radio.
This is the one you don't want to put on a carbon fiber. I mean, it might still work, but
It won't work as well.
it won't work right, probably.
We don't think. But since none of us have carbon fiber, we're not really sure.
I do, but nothing that size.
Okay.
My carbon fiber is not tall enough for it.
Your
If you
mast
do,
isn't long enough. Okay.
put it on a carbon fiber, I would just pull it, like put the tip on and then pull it away from it.
And we are sold out of sticker packs. However, today, for a limited time at the end of this run of Frequency
The last two
Frenzy-
we're giving them away, right?
No, the last two were sold last week. There's two in hand that I took off the website, and we're going to give them away today. So, let me close out some tabs here, and let's go take a look.
Yeah, something's definitely.
It will
not
work on
wrong.
the DX Commander. Mast. You might have to. You might have to.
No, the DX Commander's perfect.
Perfect mast. Absolutely.
Yes, because the DX Commander, the Soda beams and what's George's company? They're all the same. If you buy the short ones, the ones that are like 20 inches long, they're all exactly the same. Man, I got this VK guy at -4, and I can't get him for some reason.
Abe, can
Maybe
you
he's
set
got
up the giveaway tool,
Maybe he's got no ears.
Can.
please, sir?
Give me 1 second, though. I'm messing with my nano VNA. We have time, right?
I mean,
4
it's our
minutes.
show. We can do this
4
whenever we
minutes.
want.
Not to say something's weird. Maybe Andy's seen the same thing. I'm pretty sure I've already made 5, 6 contacts, but I only have 3 cards.
Chuck, you couldn't figure out how to get into StreamYard for the show that we've been doing for the last 4 years this morning. So,
Whatever. This is
I
radio.
mean, I think there might be some
This is
empirical
radio, Jim.
data that your
This is radio, Jim.
cognizant abilities are slightly diminished this early in the
I
morning.
didn't click on the live thing. Sorry.
Had you had your coffee?
No, none. I'm just having it now,
There's the problem.
and I got up late.
And I think you are truly a team player, because if I was in California, I'd be like, really? 7 o'clock in the damn
I'm up.
morning?
I'm up. I'm usually up at 6. So
We are
but
too.
today I slept in.
I set my alarm for 6 on work days. I don't set it on the weekend. I still get up at 6 or 6.
I haven't set an alarm in like 35 years for work or anything.
You haven't set an alarm for 35 years?
Not for getting up in the morning. No.
I don't know
set it
why
for I set it for other things. So
I don't know why I do it, because I always wake up beforehand.
Yep. Same here. Guys, there is nothing I can do about the server. I don't have access to that level of stuff. And I don't think Chris is in the chat.
Ooh, I think Chuck just went to the front of the row there.
Well, let's take a look.
Oh, I know I did.
There you
I
go.
got a pair of 8s, man, and an ace. Take that,
And see-
Andy.
Take that, Andy. Could Charles win? Now, see, and I agree it's slow because
Oh, I
this is
got all my
showing-
cards now.
I only have one card showing, and I know
contacts.
I've made 3 contacts here. I'm hitting up KS0JD right now and part of the KC Mafia.
Uh-oh, I got knocked out by Brian. Dang it. I knew those 8s weren't going to last. And shoot, Brian still got, well, he may already have the contacts, but they're not up yet.
He ain't got
I'll tell you guys
quality
what.
contacts yet.
I am using my Yagi, and I did point it towards the west for me, which is ocean. And I put out one CQ call, and I had like 6 Chinese stations hit me up first thing.
Chinese stations?
Which I think in that the BRs.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know they could radio. That seems amazing.
It could be Taiwan or someplace.
It may be other China. I don't recognize one China, by the way. I'm going to make that clear right now. There are 2 Chinas.
Let's see.
That's against U.S.
BG2.
policy, but I don't care.
I can't find my bag
it
of
says
resistors.
it looks like it's China, but that guy, he's not on QRZ.
Gary, you are exactly right, amigo.
What did Gary say?
All things are possible, but not till after coffee.
Right.
All right, 1
Hey,
minute to go, boys.
You know, Gary does. He does a little bit of CW when he does the contest station, I think, too.
Are you doing all this through a web browser, Jim, or are you remote controlling the machine?
No, it's a web interface.
So we don't have access to remote control the
I don't. I can't. Do
So I don't know
anything
if
with
there's anything we could do to fix it then, really.
No,
Man,
it's just
look at
slow,
that.
and it is what it is. But it's slow for everybody. I bought these the other day because Tio and I still want to beat our heads against this godforsaken PKT1.
Oh, look at that! I got a bunch of those.
Counterfeit
I
Chinese
don't know if it's
transistors.
those or not.
Yes,
I
they
don't know
probably
if it's
are.
those or not.
But I'll be replacing the 45-year-old Chinese transistor in this packet thing, focus camera.
Oh, Gary says all China stations are club calls. I think I've noticed that before.
Hollywood and T.O. and I debugged the other night for a couple hours. 4 seconds. Finish your contacts. Finish your contacts. All right, now we'll give it a second to settle because I'm in the middle of a contact and I know that will count, and it could be, that I'm going to get a full house.
Are you going to get 4 cards all of a sudden?
Or a monkey could fly out of my butt.
Now, Brian didn't get his last 2 cards. I don't know if he actually
Well,
got them or not.
if you guys are all saying it's slow, and I tend to agree, I think it is.
Oh, but a minute ago was Chuck didn't know what he's doing. But Chuck was the first one to figure it out. Remember that?
Okay, Chuck.
Me and
I had
Andy.
no
Me and
empirical
Andy.
data
Me and
here.
Andy.
I had
Because you had to actually make a contact.
What we could do instead of well, I guess we have to do the random. Never mind.
Oh, they said rant. I want to rant.
Yeah, see, it's show. Okay, now it updated. I've made more than 2 contacts. I've made at least 3 and maybe 4.
I finally got all 5 of mine, but I'm telling you, man, I don't know how I've never got contacts that fast in a row on this thing before.
Ham till it hurts. That's right. Hong Kong is actually part of Britain.
Britain.
Yeah, I think it's slow. I agree with you.
They didn't throw them out, huh?
No, the British gave it away. Let me refresh this. And you guys, maybe my screen is just slow. I don't know.
I don't know. There was something weird.
There's nothing I can do about it. So,
Chris isn't here, right?
yeah, Chris is not in the chat apparently. Chris, if you are in the chat, sound off, and we'll send you a link, or you can go jiggle the wires if you want to do that. All right.
See,
so
Andy.
with the
Tell you,
data
my
we
internet
have,
was-
Brian Oswald, Coho, had a pair of 10s, king high. Then
2 dimes.
Old Chuck Thompson came in with a couple of 8s. And then after that, it's a bunch of mismatched hot garbage for everybody. Andy Moran managed to squeeze into the metal position with an ace-jack 10.
Ooh.
And after that, it's just sadness. Yeah, something's askew. I know I had more than 2 contacts.
Oh no. A lot of face cards though down below.
Well, I thought it was a lot too, because usually it seems like there's a lot of 2s. I don't know.
Check
All
the
right.
bad person list. We shouldn't have one because we
We should not have a bad person list. That's correct, because work is allowed.
Well,
Now we can look at what bands y'all were working. I was on 20.
All right, well let's do that giveaway.
All right, hit it, brother.
And if I do this, I can say share screen, and then I got to pick my winder.
Pick your wind. Don't pick your nose. Pick your winder.
you gotta do quick, man, because it's a minute. I guess we can do it during the.
There you go, boys. Stickers, all in capital letters.
Type that in the chat. Win a sticker pack.
Yeah, and while it's doing that, I'll be right back.
Okay. And while it's doing that, we don't need to look at that. We're going to jump back to this. And I can't click the video. I've got to click the actual screen. And we have another sprint starting in a minute and 16 seconds. So don't shoot your load early.
Mine says a minute. It's 5, 3, 2, 1.
You're in a
1
different
minute.
time zone, Chuck. I don't know.
Stickers. We only have one entry on sticker. Maybe everything's running slow right now.
Maybe it's
My time
StreamYard.
is
Well,
on.
it's not StreamYard.
That's weird. I see a bunch of stickers in the refresh your page or something, because I see everybody typing it. That's
Okay, mine
weird.
says 28 now.
Okay.
There we go.
So that was a chair to keyboard short or something.
Who knows?
Where we at here?
They're
30
still coming.
seconds.
They're still
20
coming in.
seconds.
Yep. 23 seconds. Warm up your engines.
Oh no, it's over. We're done.
Oh, Lightning
No, Chuck,
Lee's
that
asking.
one's been done. The new one.
Lightning
starts in a
Lee's
minute.
asking if there's a DOS attack somewhere. It is a Chinese SSB contest weekend, so who knows?
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Well, maybe that's why there's so many Chinese guys out
Right.
there today. Wow, just the restarts like
We
slow.
upgraded this. We upgraded to a Temu server, and that's the problem.
Man, we got our internet from Buc-ee's. So you be quiet, Chris Brooker. This is high quality gas station, not.
You know what it is? I need to keep the window up. So if I minimize that window, it doesn't auto update.
Ah.
And we're holding at 31. We have 65 people watching, 31 contest entries,
Do it.
and I am going to hit the draw button.
Oh, I saw Thump in there. I didn't see him pop in the chat. It's a little early for Thump, ain't it?
Oh,
Kansas Jeff.
there you go.
Shoot. I think I gave him a
Congratulations,
sticker
son.
pack at Huntsville.
Are you writing this down?
I got it in my head. I know Jeff. I got Jeff's phone number.
All right.
I'm going to send him pictures of the sticker pack. I ain't even going to mail that one.
This guy says call signs are so close it's hard to see which is which.
All righty. I think we are running again. We are. Chip chop, people. This one's named Find the Ape. He may or may not be participating.
I had to get my resistor bag.
Let me plus you up. Okay. Okay.
Only the finest resistors made in China.
What are you going to do with all them resistors?
I was doing some testing with my Nano VNA, and somebody wanted me to do some other stuff with it. So
You resisting the power?
yeah, something like that.
Now, see, mine, I think there is something going on for sure because look at this. It's not updating.
You know, it might. It's weird because
Chuck, go to
the
or
FT-8
eight.
thing's working kind of weird too.
Go to frequencyfrenzy.live and see if yours. Now mine's updated. So, oh, you know what? This is the last game. Because is that right? Yeah, that bumped Andy down. This updated again. Jason Tetlow ended up winning with a pair of aces. What in the hell?
Damn it, boy.
Good, great gravy. Did it update me? Because I know I had at least 3 contacts, if not 4. And what in the stinky burkers?
Is this game working?
Shit, I don't know, Chuck.
Because
Do a shift
that's my
reload.
old. That's my
did.
old one there. I'm looking at my old one, and I've made 3 contacts already.
And it shows that the sprint is running, and that's the name of it. So it's actually running. I think we have an IT issue here.
Too bad
This
we
could
didn't
be
have an
because
IT
of
guy.
something else he did the last time we played this. Whoa, whoa, whoa,
Let's
Cyber
blame it
Jason,
on
slow your
Steve.
roll.
What happened?
This is Steve's thing. I'm just clicking
No,
buttons.
I
here, son.
agree. I think Cyber Jason is 100%.
I
What did
think
it say?
you are deflecting because you're the senior manager here.
That's right.
at
So that
this
means I got to
moment.
blame
So
somebody.
You own the problem sticks to you, man. It
Yeah, I
slid
know. I
off
know.
of
What
me
the,
like
I think I identified the problem, and so did
bacon
Cyber
grease
Jason.
on Teflon, son. I don't think it's working at all. It has completely shat itself.
It's too bad. I got 3 Chinese contacts already, which should be decent cards, but they weren't that great. Must be too close.
Yeah, it's completely crapped itself. Let me just close this out and start a new tab and see what happens.
So we're done with that one.
I don't know
Equipment
what we are,
complex.
Chuck. Don't print it 30 more times, Chuck. Let me look at the printer first. Yeah, it's still showing the old one.
You need to check the spooler. Hit shift reload.
Son, I
Jason's-
just loaded a new
Jason's
one, and
getting
I have
cards
shift
still
reloaded
for
5
some reason.
times.
Is that the new
Maybe
one,
6 is the magic number, son.
All right, let me
You're damn right, Hurts.
I hate when I'm on the wrong computer. Oh, I got some
go into
Japanese
admin.
stations now.
So I said on a show, I said 1 hurt and not 1 hurts. And somebody give me a little sass mouth on that.
I saw that. Well, you know, it's 70 meter, not 20 meter. It's not 20 meters.
But it's 20 meters long, damn it.
It's the 20 meter band. Man, I just got Japan too. Oops.
All right, I'm stopping it. I killed it.
Oh shoot.
It's killed.
Okay, I gotta turn off my contacts then, man. Now I might as well just get this guy again.
And I'm going to schedule this one to start. It was supposed to start at 9:50. I'm going to start it at 9:42.
Mine's just doing twirly birds.
Yeah, I think I don't know. The admin piece
Maybe-
is working. I can schedule sprints, and that's working. But I can't do anything else with
Maybe
it
the
while it's
server
running.
needs to be rebooted.
That'd be
I
great
had
if
to
I
do
had
that.
access to the server, but I don't. So.
No, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying it. Maybe
Abe, let's
that's what
do
needs
another
to be
sticker
done.
pack giveaway to salve the masses, since
We don't want
let
any
'em-
pitchforks and feathers getting
Right.
broke out.
Right.
All right, well, give me 1 second here and present, share screen, Winder. All right,
See, KB1.
there we go.
SE.
The phrase that pays is number
aces.
2.
Lee, the problem is we don't have IT people. We got IT people. Well, we got 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I'm just saying. However, we don't have
I know,
access
Ape
to the
sucks at it.
server. And the Ape is a senior manager, so
He doesn't know what he's doing.
Get out of here, cat. The cat's down here.
JA7 off. Off.
So that number 2 might be
Let's look
because
that-
it's
let's
the
look that
second
guy
sticker
up.
pack, or because the show has turned into a big old number 2.
Could be.
I guess that's what happens when you don't have a plan. A theme. Like what
So
is
while
this?
we're-
The Christmas Story where they have to that kid's got to write the theme.
I don't remember that. I remember him wanting a BB gun and sticking his tongue to the flagpole.
I got Masaki Ito.
All right, Chuck. While we're waiting for
He's in
the people,
Sendai City.
tell
Japan.
us, and Ape, you too. Tell us what's going to happen with the Chronos. Where are we going with the Chronos design at this point?
All right, so
And
with
when
the
might
Chronos,
it be released?
the big thing is that I have been incredibly lazy. I wrapped 12 toroids, and what we need to do is a bake-off to figure out which core is going to be best. So I used what I was calling the plumper, that big fat green one, and it worked really, really well. But I'm thinking that a 61 mix might be a better core. So I want to test all the cores. And then whichever one performs the best, then what we'll do at that point is what winding's going to work the best on that core.
Holy cow, these guys are.
Because we have played with windings. I know we've done 8 and 10.
We
and
have,
12.
right? But the thing is
Yeah.
that eight wraps on a green core is going to perform differently than 8 wraps on a 43, for example.
Right.
So neither one of those is truly optimized with 8. Maybe the green one is, but maybe the 43 isn't. So what we're going to do is we're just do 8 wraps across the board. Whichever one has highest efficiency, then we'll look at tuning that one in. I suspect we're going to have worse SWR but higher efficiency on the 61, which I think is similar to the testing that we did for the Poseidon. But this is a QTH antenna where you should be using the tuner manual, preferably.
I don't think I ever did a 61.
You'll have to use a tuna.
Yeah.
1 or 2 bands you may get away. I think on 10 meters
You can usually get. I know when I did the 43, you could get like 2 or 3 bands
Yeah, the
with the
higher,
internal tuner.
The higher
It was like
frequencies.
And when I made that contact to the guy in Spain or whatever it was on 12, it was amazing. But the guy's like, "You're portable?" He goes, "I can't believe you're portable." I'm like, "Yeah." I don't know what he had. I didn't look him up actually.
I think there must be
But-
some sort of internet outage because John just said "Find the Ape," which was the name of our second sprint, just showed up on Frequency Frenzy,
Oh, did it?
and that I've killed it. I mean, that's
I think it's
probably
the
won
internet
that one.
in general.
Oh yeah, look at that. I got nothing. Damn it.
So it's my wife's being a pain in the behind right now.
you ain't saying that where she heard you.
She might be watching, but listen, she did. I took a nap yesterday because I'm lazy. We already covered that.
Right.
And when I woke up, I smelled the most delicious garlicky tomato aroma. I came downstairs and she had meatballs going in the crock pot. It was fantastic.
That's not what you said earlier.
He was
watching?
complaining all about it, wasn't he?
I posted pictures in Nom Noms, I think. It was
I
like-
know. Our next sprint starts in 1 minute. The current one is Find the Ape, and it says that, but I terminated that one. The new one should be home stretch. This says 0. This one's over anyway. And I think it updated cards.
I wonder if Darren Archer was who I was trying to get a hold of.
Look, Don, that's got old man Weeks in there.
I saw that.
I didn't see him in the chat.
Look at Charles. No wonder he was all butthurt. He had 4 contacts on FT-8. That's hard for Chuck.
I think this is an old
No,
game.
no, this is the one we just supposedly.
This
were
is the
playing.
one we just did that wasn't updating at all.
I quit at 4 contacts. I think you said you were done.
Yeah, I killed it because it wasn't updating.
I say it's actually gravy, but everybody gives me a hard time about that.
That's a regional thing.
Wrong, son. You wrong. It's a right and a wrong thing.
No, it's a regional thing. Only weird people in that one part of the country where you live in Nebraska say that crap.
Did it have tomatoes in it? That's a sauce.
It's
Right.
a sauce. Hey, thank you, Chuck. Thank you. Look at that. Illinois, Alabama, and
Well, is
California all
ketchup
rolled
a
into
sauce?
one.
Is ketchup a sauce?
No, ketchup is a condiment.
It could be. Some people.
I
But
call
it's
it a
used as a
topping.
base
Dude,
for a
the
sauce.
People that don't have any money, that could be the
Same
base
thing
for
with
their
a
sauce.
gravy.
That's right. Don't make fun of my poor mom's meatloaf. We was so poor, the whole sauce was ketchup.
That's right.
And not even the good ketchup, not the Hunt's or the Heinz.
So you
It
had
was like
Sketty and
off-brand-
watery stuff. It was
the
a watery-
Sketty and
off-brand
ketchup?
Catsup. Yeah, spaghetti and catsup in a white label jar.
Are we 22 minutes away from the next, or is it going already? I don't understand.
No, it's going.
Oh, it is.
It's running. Go. We'll see if it works. I don't know.
See, they're talking about ketchup
Mine's
now.
just doing twirly birds here.
Philly
You
Ed,
guys got
I
anything
think
on
that whole gravy thing for tomato sauce is a very regional thing up in your neck of the woods.
There you go.
Ain't
300-mile
Illinois.
radius from Staten, Italy. And Ron's saying ketchup is original smoothie. Listen, I'm just going to come out and say it. I'm grown. I stopped using ketchup when I was around 8. Now, sometimes I'll put it on like a French fry or something like that. But other than that, ketchup is
I put ketchup on fries. That's
I thought you were
about the
going to say
only
a
thing I put
steak.
it on.
Ketchup is a children's topping.
Kids
I don't put it on
ketchup.
mustard.
They
I
put
don't put-
ketchup on hot dogs. Oh my god.
That is unholy.
Or mayonnaise. Like some people put mayonnaise on hot dog.
That's even
Also
worse.
unholy. You should be excommunicated.
You should be using spicy brown mustard the way baby Jesus intended.
Right.
That's right.
All right. It looks like it's working at least. Darren Archer's got a card. Darren may be the only one playing.
Chuck may have a card. Just saying.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah, beef flavored gravy on fries is the way.
I've never had that. I would like to try that. And honestly, and I hate to say
That's not
this because
bad.
the Canadians might hear me, but I wouldn't mind trying poutine. I've never had it.
I've had a poutine or two, but I got to tell you, I'm not really I don't like the cheese that they put up on them things. You know what I'm saying? It's a soft cheese.
It's curd. It's cheese curd.
It's like what is that cheese that cottage? It's like a cottage cheese almost.
Yeah, which is cottage cheese. It's cheese curds, I think. I'm not entirely sure.
Now, if you put like a Velveeta or something like that on there, I'll be all about that.
I just got Mosato Okuda. He's in
Chris Bricker's asking about
Inside
ketchup.
City, Japan.
All right, ketchup I'm
Ketchup.
going to go off on my rant here about ketchup like the ape did.
Do
There's
it.
Ketchup. There's ketchup, which is less sweet, and catsup, which is a stupid name and tastes like it's sugar-flavored tomato juice, in my opinion. And it's worth every penny you're paying for it.
I've made ketchup, and what I
We
do is I
don't
put
buy no ketchup.
I'll put a little bit of what is that vinegar that I can't believe I can't remember the name.
The
of
dark
it.
brown stuff,
Masonic?
balsamic.
Balsamic.
Put a little of that in your ketchup.
Yeah.
I just
And
got
Jason,
Run
Cyber
DMC.
Jason says deli mustard with a touch of horseradish. Mm-hmm. All day.
Yeah, like a nice spicy mustard, like a Golden's, something like that.
Well, Jason said malt vinegar. Maybe. Might be malt vinegar. I don't know.
That's how I use that for my
Fish and chips. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
And when they don't have it, it's like then you guys should be selling fish and chips. You know what I'm saying?
We're
I
having
think there's some strong opinions about ketchup in here.
we're having staked potatoes for dinner tonight.
Staked.
So what you do is you
So
take like
you're
a
putting a steak through them or what?
you take a baked potato and kind of smash it, and then put so I buy top sirloin, and then I cut it into cubes and put that on top. Hit it with some scallions, a little bit of shredded cheddar cheese, a little bit of sour cream, and a little bit of A1.
Apparently only 3 people playing.
I got
So-
three
Talking about
contacts,
red
but,
gold.
It's only showing one, so it's still not working right.
They're talking about red gold potatoes, red gold ketchup. Man, ain't nobody want to eat no red gold ketchup. That's like the Walmart brand. You know what I'm saying? Like it's all watery.
That's the poor people stuff we had to drink.
Yeah, son. There ain't nobody trying to use that.
I think my mom took V8 and mixed flour in it so we could have ketchup. I'm not sure. Not the
You're
real
talking
V8,
about that
though.
V8 making me want the Bloody Mary.
I just like V8. I like Clamato too. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
It's like one of those things that goes a little bit, goes a long way. I get some, I drink it, I enjoy it, and then I'm done with it for a while.
For like 2 years.
Yeah.
Pretty
T.O.
much.
drinks
That's
those.
One's
exactly
enough.
right.
T.O. would drink those Clamato beers.
It seems
Yeah.
like something
We used to
that's
get
just
them down in
begging to be
San
thrown
Felipe.
back up.
Down in Baja, they were really
It,
good.
it sounded like something going to do a U-turn with that.
We'd get them in Baja,
That's
this little
exactly right.
restaurant, and these big old, like, they called them shrimp tacos, but they were like the size of prawns. They're huge. And just, oh, man.
What's the difference between a shrimp and a prawn? I thought a prawn was
I don't
just a
know.
Chinese shrimp.
I thought prawns were bigger. I don't know.
Every prawn I've seen on a cooking show is the size of Ape's melon. They're
So they're
big.
saying, yeah, I don't know.
But as far as I know, they're shrimps. Then maybe it's a different kind of shrimp.
Kathy
You know,
might
like-
know if she's in the chat.
Hillbilly shrimp, like
She
we
had
have
too
down here in
many.
the Gulf. Southern Alabama hillbilly shrimp that comes out of the Gulf of Mexico.
I do like Bloody Marys.
And then we have Atlantic
Yes.
shrimp like you get up on the East Coast. I don't know. Prawns are what chefs call them. But now if you watch these cooking shows,
Oh,
they call green beans haricots verts, which is French for green beans. Say green beans, jackass.
it's really
Green
weird.
beans.
I have 4 contacts already and just 1 card showing.
Okay, I can't fix it, Chuck, so
Jim, it's your fault.
just print more. Print more copies to the busted printer. It'll make it work.
I hate it when that happens.
I know. T.O. Mike could do it. Chris will be able to do it, but I don't know that T.O. even has access.
They're saying Heinz or otherwise you're committing sacrilege. I think I'm okay with a Del Monte. Like a Del Monte ketchup, I would use that.
Second tier ketchup is okay if that's all you can afford.
I don't know about something about the Heinz. I just don't like. Like, do you use Heinz mustard or do you use French's mustard?
We use Plotchman's.
There you go. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
French's is fine. Heinz mustard is fine. If you're doing a picnic, you want to get the squeezy mustard. So whatever is in the 3-pack of ketchup, relish, and mustard squeezy packs is also.
Remember
a
that
good
shit
choice.
would come in a jar? Like, who buys a jar of mustard?
A glass jar that you had to stick a knife in like a barbarian.
Yeah, I mean, I want a squeeze bottle.
You remember the ketchup bottles, the glass ketchup bottles?
I don't.
That you're doing this
Oh,
forever
yeah,
because
that-
the
that.
shit will not come out.
I think all of them should have the
and then
nice
all of a sudden
big
the air
head
pocket
and
breaks?
set upside
If you
down.
what you do is you just tap it on the 57 and it comes right out.
Yeah, okay. I don't know.
I think they should
Restaurants
all
still do that.
I think they should all have the bigger, wider heads, and they should all sit upside down.
So assuming that
outside.
this is working,
My cards are
Which is
slowly coming up. We may be
large
here
assumption.
for an hour after just to get all the cards in.
yeah.
I could get behind that, Lee.
Jay Rayleigh has a king and a 7. Luke Watson has a king. Darren Archer has a queen. John Hayes, Jack. Dustin Price, Jack. Dean Hintz, Jack. Charles Thompson, 10, 9, 3. There goes your straight, buddy. Jason Tetlow, 10. So,
I can only go for a triple 10s would be good.
yeah.
What's weird is all my contacts are in like the same geographical area.
I changed over to 10 meters this time.
I haven't seen much on 10 at all. There was some 10 last show that we did this, but not a lot for me. Well, it was early morning. 10 is not good for me early morning.
Yeah. Because you're still,
Yeah, it's like
is it
about
daylight
noon.
there yet? I guess it is
daylight.
by now.
It's daylight,
Yeah.
but like noon is like when it starts getting better here. Like same thing with CB and stuff.
Yeah, Brian, the server
I'm
is.
pretty sure I have all my cards.
Now for crab boil, Zatarans.
Dude, you don't boil crabs, you steam them.
I'm talking about the seasoning, Cletus.
Well,
Seasoning. Called
I
crab
still
boil.
ain't
It's
gonna
in a
use
box
that.
called crab
He's
boil.
holding you to what you said, though, Jim. You said boil.
you
We
said
don't
bowl.
have crabs down here in Alabama. That's something they have up on the East Coast. We don't have Alabama crabs.
Golf crabs are a thing, son.
I don't know. I don't eat crab that much.
Blue. Are they blue crabs? The blue crabs
They
are
are.
small. They're smaller,
But
right?
the Zatarans crab boil, either the big pouch of seasoning or the liquid gold, which is awesome because you can pour in way more, so your
I
low
do that if
country
I'm
boil
doing.
has flavor.
Yeah. If I'm going to do like a shrimp bowl, I'll do that.
Yep. Yep. I got Macy trained in that because the last time we boiled shrimp here, she wanted me to fry them, and I'm like, I ain't frying them today. I said, let's boil them, and she said, well, put in a lot of that orange juice.
But when you boil them, you're putting like corn on the
Orange
cob,
juice.
taters, and all that
Yep.
other stuff in there.
Yep.
Clams,
Yep.
crawdads, andouille sausage, all that stuff.
Andouille,
That's
taters,
different.
and corn, and then shrimp. Lots
Man,
of
this is
shrimp.
making me hungry, bro. I'm starting to get it.
It don't take much.
Did we? We never gave away them other stickers yet.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't?
Two.
No,
we did
we-
2. Do we have 3 or 2?
No, we have 2.
Oh, you didn't draw yet, though.
That's why. Yes.
All right,
what
all
he
right, all
said.
right.
So this weekend, I'm going to go start. Oh, well, Sunday, Monday, and then coming home Tuesday. I'm going to be on the motorcycle. If you guys are interested, I should do a
Frequency
little bit of
Frontiers. For a
radio.
minute, I was like, did we win ourselves? I didn't even.
Yeah, he got me the other day when he came up. I thought it was Chris or something.
Congratulations, son.
I'll probably
get
do a
his
little
call
QRP. I don't know if I'll be in any kind of a POTA or not, but I might be. Should be. It's a forest.
KY4GM.
I should look it up before I leave, I guess.
KY4GM, are you good on the Zed, bro? All right. We'll get those sticker packs to go out in the mail Monday in a handwritten envelope addressed by Mrs. Perry, because otherwise the mail won't deliver it if I write on it.
That's right. He's like a doctor, but he's not a doctor.
So I ordered something the other
My
day,
paramedic signature's pretty bad.
and the tracking number said it was misdelivered because it had the wrong zip code on there, which I knew was a bunch of malarkey because I paid with PayPal, and people just print directly from that, and it had the right one in there. And so I called the post office, and they're like, "Yeah, stuff gets lost in the mail." And I'm like, "Well, it doesn't say it's lost. It says that it was misrouted because of the wrong zip code." And they're like, "Well, that's kind of lost." And I'm like, "Well, who's accountable for that?" And they're like, "Well, it just happens." And then the next day it just showed up, but it's kind of BS. You know what I mean?
the hell?
Right?
Well, Kathy ordered this shelving unit, and it came with 3 of the legs of the 4-leg things that you poke in the bottom, to adjust
You're
it.
right, Ed. Yeah.
So she orders. She calls them up. They order them. They tell them that it hasn't been sent yet. The next day we receive them, and then 2 days later we receive the second set of them. So now I've got
8 legs.
8 more. Probably got like 7 extras.
Cyber Jason is getting sassy.
I need one.
What exactly is that in his avatar? Is that like
Jason-
a helmet or is that like
That
a
is
like a
the
lantern?
Cyberman from Doctor Who.
Jason's kind of correct. We're still faster than any contest,
Yeah.
but it is getting more like it. You're right. Because
Right.
those contests, it's usually 2 weeks for contests. They're so far
Philly
ahead
Ed
of us.
mentioned Old Bay.
Old Bay, yeah.
Old Bay
That's a spice.
It is Jesus' seasoning. That's what
It
he
is
puts
good.
on everything.
You ever get
When
these?
we were at Dayton, Baltimore Mike brought snacks for us.
He had Old
Man.
Bay chips.
He had Old Bay goldfish.
Oh, you can't see it.
I still have
Old
a
Bay-
bag.
oh,
I
he
haven't
did.
opened my
He
last
did.
bag.
That's right. They were
Old Bay
pretty good.
goldfish, and they're pretty damn good. And then he had Old Bay chips, and I don't remember what else he brought. But a bunch of stuff from the Bomber area.
Yeah, he's a
That's
great
awesome.
guy.
That guy
Well, I can
is
still
awesome.
beat Daniel. I mean, as it sets, if I get a 10 or a 9, but after
And-
that,
Ed said he put Old Bay on French fries, and now, damn it, after this show, I got to take the dog to the vet. But then I'm going to drive into town and buy some French fries somewhere and dump Old Bay all over it just to try that.
Like what about people who put Lowry seasonal and stuff like that?
Seasoned salt? I love
it's
Lowry's.
not bad. It's not
I
bad.
don't know, man. That seems low rent to me.
Montreal steak seasoning.
I don't
is
like
the-
that.
Is the
I don't like the
bomb.
flavor.
Yeah, Montreal
Oh,
steak
really?
season is good, and they also have a
It's
burger
really good.
spice. I
They
put on
do.
my burgers. Yeah.
So we've got a lot of guys that can take this over. Right now, Daniel's ahead with a pair of 8s.
No,
But
son. No.
Luke can get any pair for Luke. He knocks that out. Jay can hit a king and take it. Brian could get a queen and beat it. Same with
Sadly, a pair
Darren.
of 2s would take this right now.
Now,
Right?
I don't see.
No, he's
I
got
don't
8s.
see
He's got
Darren.
8s.
I'm gonna see. I don't see Darren. VK4 GEO. I did have a VK in here earlier.
There's Darren right there.
No, I'm talking on my. I'm seeing if I see him here. I might just. give
Oh,
him
on
contact.
the FT-8. Gotcha.
Here's old Thump with his Mrs. Dash. He's a Mrs. Dash aficionado. I'm not so sure I like the Mrs. Dash.
I don't even know.
I have
I've
a
seen
VK
Mrs. Dash, but
no,
I don't
it's
know
a
what that
VE.
is. Like MSG or something?
I don't know.
Mrs. Dash. It's like a mixture of a bunch of things. I think. Right.
Okay.
I forget. I think. It kind of. My wife gets this stuff from her friend that she makes her own stuff, and it's always got kind of a strange name. Like, what was she had garlic. It's like garlic out your butt or something like that. Only it said ass. I don't know. It was,
You could have just said ass, Chuck, the first time.
I did the second time.
Chris, you're right. The pepper grinder is so much better than pre-ground pepper.
Yep. We grind. I also buy the big kosher salt stuff. Not the
Oh,
little
I
flakes.
got
but
some.
the-
Kathy bought
Yeah.
some from Turkey. She brought some.
I get the
from
kosher
Turkey.
sea
It's pretty
salt.
good.
And have you
Yes.
tried the
It's sea salt.
Celtic
also.
sea salt?
Yep. And I
Oh,
got
VK2
Himalayan pink and I got Hawaiian black.
Well, you know Himalayan sea salt is actually from Pakistan, but they say Himalayan for sales
Close.
purposes because
It's
nobody
close.
would buy it if it was Pakistani salt.
Pakistani salt.
People are like, ew, Pakistan. Oh, Himalayan.
That's fancy now. That's what's on the jar. Himalayan sea salt.
They're
And
trying to sell
I bought it.
motorcycles with that name.
You can sell. You can buy all sorts of really cool salts off of Amazon. And I went through a phase a couple years ago where I had bags of different kinds of salt.
You got to be careful because a lot of those like boutique salt companies, they air dry the salt and they say that they don't do it under covered stuff so birds and flies will poo in it and stuff like
Right.
that. I mean, maybe you're into that. I don't know, but I want clean salt, son. Clean.
Salt. You can clean your own salt. Just boil it in some water and let it dry out. It'd be
That sounds like
salty.
work. That sounds like a lot of work.
Oh, that's right. We covered.
Guys,
lazy.
cards are coming in just burying me, man. I don't even see Jim on the list. Did you even make a contact, Jim?
No, I hadn't had it on because I was messing with other stuff here.
I wonder if somebody's imping Don because he's not
Look
in the
at
chat.
Don.
And it's very unlike him to not be talking mess in the
I can't
chat.
believe he's not in the chat. Well, he
Don's
could be
number
mobile,
2 right now.
and he's FT-8ing through his mobile device. Oh wait, he hates mobile devices. I don't know.
How does Kronos work?
Hold a second. He hates everything. Let's just be clear about
Okay,
that.
true that. True that.
He's number no, he's number 2 with a pair of 8s. Come on, that's
Don, you need to represent yourself in the chat at least briefly so we know you're real. Otherwise, we think you're an imposter.
Right. Otherwise, your prize will be forfaited.
I can't
Because
get
you
this
haven't
BK
been snarky,
call.
and that is unlike you. Don, are you
Jeez, Lord.
okay? Blink twice if you're all right.
Oh, he's minus 20.
It's that new haircut. It's that new haircut's changed his
It
attitude.
frightened the crap out of me when I saw that. I was like, who is that well-dressed elder gentleman?
You're right about that, Jesse.
Okay, I'm coming after
All
the
right,
DKs
4
now.
minutes left, boys. 4 minutes left.
I got him. Just moved it and I got him.
Ah, our buddy Chris is in the stream. Thank you.
So look at
Chris.
this. It's one of the. It could be the Callsign lookup service that we're using.
So it ain't Chris's problem. It's in the cloud.
But hold on a second. Do we use a Callsign lookup service? I don't think we do. Oh, we have to because we're putting
yes.
nodes in, right?
Yes.
Don't be like, oh yes, because you had to
that
think
could-
about
that
it. I
could-
saw.
No,
could be you.
I was like looking at you like, are you telling the programmer he must not be doing the thing he did because he programmed it that way?
Hold on a second. You didn't program nothing.
You seen your manager?
You didn't program nothing.
No, but I know how crap works. It's
Yeah,
looking up
I
call
don't know
signs.
about
Ergo, there's a call sign lookup service.
Ergo.
But you put it in. It's in your.
Son, I am IT. You're a senior
No, you're
manager.
not.
so
You're
I
first
gotta
off.
talk
First off,
slower.
you're infosec, which is
It's
hey, I couldn't
because
work
I got
in
bored
IT.
with IT because
No,
the-
it's like
all
I
the
can't. I
boring
couldn't.
people
I
were
couldn't
there.
work in IT, so I write policy.
No,
all
I
day.
got tired of shifting printer cables around and cleaning out copy paper, so I moved on.
Wrong,
Right.
son.
Right. I have to tell you, man, those contacts came fast today, but
That could be it.
Oh.
I didn't get anything really good. Oh, there he is.
Okay, he is there, and that sounds like Don. All right, we have proof of life.
Yep. Don, you're in third place now. Your cards are here. You have an 8, an 8, a 6, and a 5.
They're,
You have
they're making
no-
fun
you
of
have
his
no chance.
Tesla.
Unless you get another 8, you have no chance of winning. But another
They're
8
making
would
fun
do
of his.
good,
His Tesla's probably creating the interference that's causing
Could
the
be.
problem.
probably.
So Daniel Holcomb is in the lead with 2 pair. Cyber Jason.
Oh, he does have 2 pair.
Yeah, 2 pair.
Yeah.
And Cyber Jason has a pair of jacks. The Don has a pair of 8s. Come on, Don, pull another 8. Dustin Price, pair of 5s. Phil Anderson has got an ace, and then from then on
He's
it's
working on a straight, though.
Son, we all working on a straight, and it never happens.
Up, he just lost it.
Yeah, I saw him
He just
blow it
got a
up.
6. He just got
And
a
we
6.
just got a lot of updates popped in. Holy moly.
Yeah.
They must have fixed that call sign lookup service.
Something updated, yeah. Ryan Vincent, is now in the lead with, well, he was 2 pair. Okay.
Don's down in 5th now.
Yeah,
So
there's
that's
two
his last
two
card.
people with 2 pair. But
Yeah.
one's so they're tied for first. Is that the way that
They're
works?
tied for first. This
Yeah.
could be a bug, Chris. 8s and 3s and 8s and 3s.
Oh,
and a
look at these
6.
guys. And they both have 3 and 6.
They have the exact same cards.
Yeah.
No, they're not.
Well, 8s, 3s, and a 6, yeah. I know, they're not the same suit.
Dang close, though.
Jason Tetlow, pair of jacks, ace high. Darren Archer, pair of 10s. The Donald with a pair of 8s. Amphil's got a pair of 6s now. Dustin, pair of 5s. And then we get into, starting with Mr. Glenn down in VK land, the rest of the sad people with one of everything.
The unwashed.
The unwashed,
No, actually,
that's right.
actually, it goes down to Dustin. Number 7 still has a pair.
That's
Ed
what I
is
just
right.
said, Chuck.
Ed
know
is
what you
right.
From
said.
Glenn on
You-
down,
you were-
yes.
Oh, you said from Don on down, son.
No, I said from Glenn on down. the
I heard
unwashed.
Don. I heard Don.
I did too.
You're just shining him on. You're trolling. Whoa! What the hell?
What did you do?
I hit the back button on my mouse.
You're showing the admin page, son.
It's okay. There's nothing there that anyone cares about.
That's not so infosec-y to be flashing
Whoa,
the
whoa,
admin
whoa.
page, son.
Oh
I mean,
my God! Shut
what's the
your
policy
pie
on
hole.
that,
You're making
Mr.
me
Pocket
tired.
Protector?
Oh,
Making me tired. Senior
David
manager.
ended up with a straight. I think that's our first straight, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Look at that. I've never seen a straight on here. David Davenport, rock on. All right,
End of
the
the
home
game.
stretch has come to an end. Finish your
Double D.
contacts.
Double D winning that one at the last second.
Nope. Donald Weeks did not get his last card, or it's not posted yet.
If he's in the middle of a contact, there's some fudge time
It'll still
here.
come in sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got mine really fast today. All I did was call CQ.
Jesse's right. You need to fill out an InfoSec incident report now for flashing the admin panel.
I'll flash it again. I ain't scared. Look, there it is. Now you've seen it.
Now he did it willingly. So now that we're going to involve legal.
Here's the admin panel. This is where we set up our rule books, and then this is the name of all the sprints, and we set a start time and an end time. What the hell is that noise?
That's 14,200.
Okay.
Big signal. 10
So
over.
there's not a damn thing on the admin page that anyone can't see.
All right. Well, let's get. Are we doing one more or no?
No. Unless
You
you
heard
want
it
to.
here
We can do a
first.
10-minute one.
All right. Fire it up. Get it going. Start it right this second.
I'm going to go to the admin page and do it live.
It's going to do it live.
Create
Guess I-
sprint.
Guess
Enter
I
a
need to start my
name
stuff up again.
for the senior
I don't know if I have time.
manager.
I'm
Select our
watching
rule
soccer
book.
today.
Cards with work. Status is enabled. Start time is going to be 10:08,
Let's see. Let's try a different band.
and we're
here.
going to end this at 10:18. So 10 minutes. Or you want to go 15?
No, 10's good.
Save sprint. It starts in 1 minute.
Chip
Now
chap.
you have seen behind
How the sausage is made.
out. That's right.
behind the scenes.
That's right.
Wow. 15 looks. Oh, no. Taking it back.
Hey, Colin.
Good day.
Chris Bricker, if we only had a prize to give out, but we can give out our effusive congratulations.
We give 2 sticker packs today.
We gave out 2 sticker packs. The sticker pack, we are Winchester on sticker packs. Out.
I need Cooley's contact information so we can send him that antenna he won.
Okay. He is in the chat, I know.
He's in it. He's always around.
I didn't see him in the chat today, but I could have missed it.
Well, I don't know about today, but I mean, he's usually around. Where are we at? Well, we're already started, guys.
Yes.
Game has started. We're already 30 seconds in almost. I may have to switch bands, though. I'm not sure about this one. Oh,
Maybe he did, Ed. But I don't know his call sign.
He's in the chat, and I think his call sign's in the chat or the Discord.
I looked Cooley up in the Discord and I didn't see it.
Well, you're right. I don't see him either.
well,
Well, he'll be around. He's just not here this morning.
what's F6 BIA?
France.
I guess I could go back and watch a stream and get it. See you, Don.
Bye, Don.
Donald, take care, brother.
He's got to
Cooley
go to
did
his
say he
SAS.
was good on the Zed, but Ape doesn't remember his call sign because he didn't write it down.
I thought we had people for that, but I guess not.
No, it was you. You were the one humping that chicken.
That is France. You're right, Jim. Good job there.
I
Just
think
got
F
France.
may be Belgium too. I'm not sure. Because I think I got an F contact the other day that showed up as Belgium, which
Man.
I thought was odd because I thought Belgium was like HG or something.
I think I just did. What is it when you go around the world to get them?
Long path.
Long
I think I just did
path.
long path on that one.
That'd be the first. Ryan Vincent has got the first card on the board.
Where am I at here?
So the rest of you boys need to chip chop.
Yeah, it's slow again.
Chris has not updated this since the last time we played. It looks like one of the call sign lookup services is taking forever. He said everything else is working like it's supposed to be. So it will update, but somebody's having issues on the back end. Ape, what's coming up on your channel since we're kind of in an awkward killing time moment here?
I don't have anything planned right now, which I know is kind of crazy. But I have a battery that I was supposed to be testing. But so get this, right? The battery is Bluetooth enabled, and it looks like a great battery. But in order to use the Bluetooth app, you need to register on a Chinese website.
Yeah, I didn't do it.
Yeah, I'm not going to do it. So I sent them an email and I said, look, I mean, come on now. And so we're going back and forth about that. And they're going to be all pissy about it, but I'm going to be like, look, do you read the paper? Because the paper says not to do stuff like that.
Yeah, I just didn't do that part of the. And I explained it. I go, I'm not going to go on to that. So if you wanted to see it, there's a guy that did do it. I can give you his name, but
I'm going to be.
I don't know why he did it.
I'm going to be desoldering that transistor off this
All right.
PKT dingus.
Oops.
Because I'm sure T.O. will want to flog this horse one more time on the show. T.O. and I, and Hollywood, and if he's in here, thank you so much again, Hollywood. We spent 2.5 hours debugging on this thing the other night.
I should send you my my power supply. if you
With
wanna
the
play
oscilloscope and looking at stuff. And we discovered...
What was this is the TNC, the RIDI box, as people call them?
Yeah, this thing. I don't have the cover on it, but...
And I thought we thought that was a bad transistor in that thing.
We do.
That's what we heard.
But Hollywood is very thorough and extremely methodical, like a boss. And so we went
he's a
through
great
a lot
guy.
of stuff. Yeah, he's
Did
awesome.
you give him pictures and everything? Is that what he's doing? Going through your pictures?
No, we were live in a private video. And then with the camera down on this thing, and I'm moving the overhead camera around so we can look at parts. So we think, yes, where the hell is it? This little guy right here, he ended up, I can't get the angle with the light, but that transistor right there. We already thought that might be the sketch. And so he had me reflow the solder on it after we'd done a bunch of other debugging. And we got different results after I reflowed the solder. So now it still doesn't work. It still didn't work. And that's when I bought this package of transistors that has the replacement, hopefully, for this thing. This transistor is out of production. You can still buy new original stock, but at like $30 or $40 a transistor instead of $3 or $4. And I ain't paying $30 or $40 for a piece of crap I bought for $40. That if it never works, I'm going to throw it in the trash or shoot it. So I plan to replace that this weekend.
Scavenge parts.
Yeah, I will. There'll be some stuff I'll swipe out of it, and so that's on the schedule. And I got a couple of videos I want to get done this weekend. So
I want to do a
CW related stuff.
Best antenna. You guys, best antenna for RVing or something like that. I might do.
You need to hurry up because TO's probably got 3 of them shot by now.
Yeah. I think I already have a thumbnail for it, to tell you the truth.
All right, let's see where we are.
I showed it to Ape one day.
We only got 4 people playing.
What?
Only 4 people have submitted. 3 people.
Well, I'm one and you're one, and
You're
I don't
not
have a
in
card yet. I don't. Well, yeah, because I have 2 contacts and nothing's posted yet.
Yeah. And we have 3 minutes left, so I'm not even going to mess with it.
All right, I just sent off the stuff for the other winners from the other night.
You just send it off.
Send it off to
I had
who?
to send it to Radio Dan because he's sending them the
Oh, yeah.
the buffer
sure.
and the
I got you.
And
what is
Jonathan's
it?
sending him that QRP antenna
well, Radio Dan sending it because he sells them on his website.
on his website. Okay.
We may have to wait to get all of our calls. I only got 2 though so far, unfortunately.
Yeah, this is
I
kind
started
of
on the wrong band, let me tell
anticlimactic
you.
today, isn't it? And Jeff and whoever Frequency Frontier's real name is, I will get your.
He's
Sticker
Dan
pack.
somebody.
Is that David? That's David Davenport, I believe.
Yeah, the guy who won the last
Yeah,
the
okay.
last sprint.
Yep, that's right. David and Jeff, I'll get those sticker packs hand addressed by my administrative professional assistant. Also,
I
known as
did
my
add.
wife.
I went back and checked the stream.
Oh, did you? I started buying these little lighters. These are like little torches.
What are you
Really?
doing with that,
I'm
Charles?
going to plus you up, son.
Well, I'm using it for camping and stuff. It's this is the brand here.
That's like a crack pipe lighter. Did you get that at the gas station
Well, look at this thing. No,
next to the Delta 8
Amazon.
products?
but when it's like you can't do heat shrink with this thing.
It was right next to the rhino horn.
Yeah. And the Chinese ginseng male enhancement.
Right.
Vitality medicine.
Chuck, are those on Amazon, you said?
Yeah, I can send you a link. But
I
you
I
get
don't
like a
understand how
3-pack.
there's even a market for all that stuff.
Well, the regular ones don't want to work half the time. The big ones.
Are you
This
talking about the
thing's-
rhino horn?
Yeah, the rhino horn. But I got this for camping because they seem to work better at high altitudes and stuff.
That'd be nice for lighting my grill, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It would.
Yeah. Be nice for lighting my cigarette in the truck when I got the windows down and the Bic will not stay lit.
You don't use the
regular
cigarette
Bic
lighter?
lighter's good too.
There ain't no cigarette lighter in that truck.
You don't have a port though. You can buy a light. You can buy one.
I know I could buy one. No, I got stuff plugged into it because I'm a ham and I'm a dork.
Oh.
So there's electrical shit plugged in
I looked at my port like that the other day. It says 20 amps.
Really?
Yeah,
Literally.
I think it
Yes.
is. Yeah.
Mine's like
Yeah.
5.
Well, one of you is high.
Mine's 5.
I was really surprised to see that. Let's see.
I think 5 amps is kind of low for a. Well,
No,
if,
this is a power port though, not a cigarette lighter. Mine still has a cigarette lighter. It's an 06.
so maybe the 5 amp one is only authorized for electrical
Cigarette.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, and the 20 amp one is authorized to replace it with a cigarette lighter. Because I
Yeah, I think
imagine
you
that
could-
resistive cigarette lighter dingus is probably pulling some juice.
Most
Nah,
of the
man.
time they're not very high.
I don't
Like a
know. I've
cigarette
never
lighter?
tested a cigarette
I think
lighter.
the power ports are
current
usually
draw.
higher. Oh, we're done, and I only got so many. Mine haven't even come in. I've got 3 at least.
All right, let's see what we got at this point. I'm going to plus reset Ape, so don't tell me to do that again, please. I already did that. Jay Rayleigh,
And I'm in the middle of one too.
pair of kings.
Sort of.
Ryan Vincent, pair of 7s. Brian, Oswald King, Jason King, all the sad people with one of a kind. We only had 10 players.
Well, it was
So
ran past.
congrats. Oh, wait, it's updating again.
Yeah, Chuck. I'm on a straight now, but I don't have enough cards. For
Just
straight, so-
not.
Chuck, you have 8
I
and
got
7.
5 of a kind.
I have 5 of a guy. No, I got an 8-7 right now, but I only have one more card coming.
It's
If
still
I get
updating,
that one,
actually,
thank
yeah.
you. I don't have enough cards to have a straight,
All right,
though.
we're going to just terminate that exercise today. Congratulations to our winners. Thank you for playing. We apologize for the technical difficulties.
Yeah, we laughed. We cried. We'll do it again in the future.
Live, laugh, love. Remember.
Thanks, everybody.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone.
Chuck, what you got coming up? Ape,
Just-
Ape said he has nothing, so.
I don't. Right now, I don't have. Well, I've got a couple. Kaiwit sent me a couple things, and I'm going to do reviews on those. and I just got and I also got an inverter to do a review on, which is pretty good. I got to get that one. They want the Kaiweets. One of the tools I'm going to talk to them about because I'm not super happy with, so I may not do. They're a pretty good company. I don't want to do a bad review for them, and it might be my fault. It might be my fault. No, it's not a meter. It could be my fault, and it didn't come with any instructions, so I'm going to see if I just.
Is this the screwdriver set?
He has
No,
problems with
it's
twisting
crimpers.
motion.
Some crimpers.
Some company was going to send me a wood moisturizer meter, so you can tell how wet
How
your
wet your
wood
wood
is.
is. Well,
Yeah, I was like, you
generally,
should
we
probably
all
send
know
this
how
to-
wet my wood is.
So you probably should send that to FUP.
I don't need a moisture meter, son. It stays wet. Stays
They sent
wet.
me two things. I haven't used the other one yet, but I think it'll work fine, and that's a good tool. But
What kind of crimpers? Regular wire crimpers or specialty like coax or power poles?
They're like the crimpers for the spade terminals. Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
Well, I got those, and I got the other one. For wires.
That is for wires, Chuck.
No,
Wasn't
for
gonna
the
say it.
for the end of the wires for putting them into things. I forget what they call them.
He teed that up. Oh, ferrules? A ferrule crimper?
I got a ferrule crimper, and I'm sure that one will work fine. There's not much to go wrong with those.
Right.
But this one, it could. What's weird is it has
Hey, Lou.
two different. It has crimpers on both sides of it, which is kind of weird.
Look at Fancy Pants James with his Klein crimpers.
I know. I haven't. I tell you what, I've got an old pair of just.
Hey,
I use
we got to wrap
these
this
more
up,
than
man.
anything.
Yeah, I
gotta
use
make
the
water.
same kind of thing. I got to make
You
water,
invite-
and all that talk has made me hungry. I got to go find something to eat.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm hitting
I got to
the
eat
button.
something. I'm going to see some soccer today.
I need a new pote.
Little League soccer.
Thanks, everybody.
Guys,
Thanks,
thank
everybody.
you. See ya.